Hello everyone, this will be my recap of the first season of Squid Game. Alright, let's go. Also, I like to give everybody nicknames because I can't pronounce their names. Alright, now let's go. The story follows Seong Gi-hun, who's a degenerate gambler. Gi-hun here is such a degenerate gambler that his entire family is sick of him. So much so that his ex-wife moves away to the States with their daughter and a new man. That doesn't stop Gi-hun from gambling. One night at a train station, a shady guy invites Gi-hun to play a series of games for a buttload of money. And Gi-hun accepts, which is where the story begins. You see, Gi-hun is the last person they needed to start the games. Gi-hun being the 456th person added to the games. Out of everybody participating, only one gets to win, which means only one gets to survive. And since all but one die, there are 3 people you need to remember from these games. The first person you need to remember, and ironically the creator of these games, is the old man. You see, the old man created these games because, well, he's bored. But nobody that's actually participating knows who he is. The second person you need to remember is Cho Sung-woo, or who I like to call the childhood friend. And the third person you need to remember is Se Byok, or who I like to call the thief. Everybody participating in these games is in desperate need of money, but these games are designed to kill as many people as possible with a dim light at the end of the tunnel to keep people playing. These games are really good at killing people off. At the end of the first game, their numbers are reduced to about 200, and the more people that die, the more money they can earn, and the higher their chances of being that winner.
That's really clever.
Eventually, this leads to players killing each other in the middle of the night to increase their odds. As the players' numbers dwindle, we find out a couple of things. There's a detective that has infiltrated the facility that the games are being played at in search of his brother who has previously won one of these games. But it turns out that brother he's looking for is actually the front man running the games. And he finds this out too little too late because his brother shoots him off the side of a cliff. Now, I don't believe his brother actually wanted to kill him because he shoots him in the shoulder and no body, no case. So I will not be surprised if the detective is still alive. The other thing we find out is that everybody participating in these games will do just about anything to survive, like Gi-hun exploiting the old man's dementia in order to survive to the next game. But the old man is secretly kept alive because he's the creator of the games. Eventually, there's only 3 people left: the thief, the childhood friend, and Gi-hun. The childhood friend quickly takes out the thief in the middle of the night. Rest in peace. We're on to the final game, which is actually called the Squid Game, which ended up being a king of the hill fight to the death. After a grueling fight, Gi-hun wins but refuses to kill the childhood friend. Unfortunately for Gi-hun, the childhood friend did not hesitate to lock himself out of life in order for Gi-hun to take this win. Rest in peace. Gi-hun is then released with a debit card holding all of his winnings. He then uses the money to keep the promises he made to the childhood friend and the thief while they were in the games. And those promises were to take care of the thief's little brother and to take care of the childhood friend's mother. Gi-hun then finds out that the old man actually created the games and he's alive. Was alive. He dies literally seconds after meeting Gi-hun. Rest in peace. And about a year later, with this colorful choice of hair color, Gi-hun tries to go to the US with the intention of seeing his daughter and his ex-wife. But he sees that they're still recruiting for the Squid Game. So he cancels the flight and the season ends with him going off to try to stop the games. And yeah, I hope I answered all of your questions, but if I didn't, be sure to leave a comment. I read them all. And if you like that video and want to see more like it, leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you like Squid Games, you may like Alice in Borderland that's on the screen. That's it.